Hi guys, Watch Fanatic here. Now, if you watched my last video, you would have seen me do an unboxing review of this really cool Addiesdive H3 watch. And since I've done that, I've done a modification to the watch. I wasn't really happy with the center links being highly polished. I just don't like that. They pick up scratches. I much prefer the brushed stainless steel look. So to rectify that, I've done a procedure on the bracelet itself to basically create brushed stainless steel. As you can see on these middle links, the outside links were already stainless steel, so I've just done the middle links, which I now think the bracelet looks much better than it did before. And anyway, it crossed my mind I should have probably filmed that process. I didn't bother filming it. I wasn't 100% sure how it was going to turn out. I'd never done a bracelet before. I've done brushing on the case before, on lugs, and a few other different points, but I've never actually done the center link. So I was a little bit worried to see how it come out. Probably why I didn't film it, but it's come out really well. So I've got another bracelet which I'm not using. It's got polished center links. So I thought I'd do this video, show you how to do it. Hopefully we're going to get a good result on this. I'm not actually going to be using this, but maybe I can put it on a watch at some stage. Basically just doing this to show you how to do it. And it's extremely simple thing to do. So if you've got a watch, it's got highly polished center links, and you think, you want the brushed stainless steel look, or even if you've got lugs or anything like that. I did another video with my Pagani Design Air King homage, and I brushed the bezel and the lugs, which were highly polished, but the bracelet was already brushed. So you may have watched that video, so you're going to get an idea of what we're going to do here. Okay, without any further ado, let's put that to one side and just get this a bit more set up so you can see what I'm doing. So this bracelet we've got here is a nice stainless steel bracelet. The outer links are brushed, but these inner ones are that highly polished look that I'm talking about, which I'm not a big fan of. I much prefer the brushed. And eventually you start getting scratches on these and it kind of like doesn't look so good. But brushed stainless steel is perfect for hiding future scratches. That's another reason I like it. It really ages well. So to create the brushed stainless steel effect, it's quite simple. You just need to create or apply micro scratches in a certain direction, and that basically does it. And to do that, there may be other different ways to do this, but the way I do it is with a Scotch pad, what you call a Scotch pad. I haven't got a Scotch pad. What I've got is a scouring pad. English people will call this a scouring pad, but it has the same material on the top. So I've cut a bit of that off just to make it a little bit easier, and we'll use that. So all you need to do is get your scouring pad, and you'll scratch it in one direction. You don't want to do this, otherwise it's going to look a mess and all the scratches will be everywhere. This is probably going to disintegrate this a little bit, but it should do the job. You want to apply quite a bit of pressure, not crazy, you don't need to, but you will need to go in the same direction with stroke. You can go backwards and forwards, but basically in the same direction like that until you get the desired effect. So let's have a go. See, at the moment it's nice and polished. Look. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. So take it, apply pressure. See, straight away I've put some scratches on it. So there's no going back now. Yeah, you've got to do lots of passes, making sure that you are touching all the chrome, not the chrome, but the highly polished areas. You don't want to leave a gap. So that's probably the hardest bit about this, is sometimes getting right into the end bits if there's something in the way. I'm using quite a bit of pressure. So this is how it's looking. It's starting to take effect. The camera may be wobbling because I'm putting pressure onto this glass table. And I've got my phone on a little tripod, so it's creating a little bit of vibration, so just ignore that. Also, I'm trying to make sure it goes into the creases, or the, in between the links as much as possible with my finger. We don't want to jump too much, otherwise you're going to end up with polished bits on the edges. So already we're getting the effect. And what you'll find also is you'll start off, I mean, I've actually used this before, so it's a little bit ground down already. As you use it, a bit like sandpaper, the scouring pad starts off very scratchy, and then with use it starts to get a bit flatter and less scratchy, which is kind of what we want, because we want to kind of lay down some slightly deeper ones to start off with, and then as the scourer starts to soften up, it starts laying down softer, lighter micro scratches. And I found that's pretty much what you want to get a nice effect. Now, these links are very domed. And I can see that I'm kind of slightly missing, it's not touching the very edges. On this one, it's a bit of a flatter, slightly flatter. It was a bit probably easier. So that's something to bear in mind. I mean, to combat that, you could perhaps put it over your fingers so you can get to the parts of the links. You see what I mean? Kind of turn it a bit so we can get to these. Then I can't put the pressure on. That's the only problem with that. I think the main thing is get your fingernail, and push into the link space. See how we're getting on. I'm going to turn this round to really make sure, same direction, that I'm putting pressure into those in between the links, because that's where I see that it's skipping it a little bit. Yes, get in there. Because of the large links on this, it's slightly more difficult to get into those areas. Yes, definitely getting there. So that's basically it. Some bracelets, because they're a little bit flatter, are going to work quicker and better. This one, because of the curvature of those links, I'm having to work. In fact, I'll probably do, if I do it like this, each link at a time, try to get into that curve a little bit. So it's this edge which was skipping. Just a few, same direction. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I just kind of off camera spent a little bit more time trying to get into the corners, you know, where it was kind of jumping a little bit. It's a little bit more difficult to do in front of this phone. Really getting my fingernails, basically just kind of holding it up and really getting into these spaces where I could see it was still a little bit shiny. And I think I pretty much got it. So you can see it's come up really good just for using a scouring pad, basically. So there's the other side, which I haven't done, compared to the brush side. So that's how you do it. That's how I do it. You could probably buy a proper decent Scotch pad. You can buy different grades. You might find it easier. I just had that in the cupboard, so I've used that. It's done the job. And I'm really glad that I did it on this one. It's come out really good on this one. Slightly flatter links. It was slightly easier to do. I think it's come out excellent. Let's see. The grain looks good. You wouldn't know that wasn't really factory. Just done with a scouring pad. I think the hardest bit was right up here by the bezel because it's hard to get in. So if you look really closely, you can probably see a little bit of unshiny or shiny, you know, like bit I couldn't get to. Okay, guys, I hope that's been helpful to you. If you have got a watch that's got polished center links like that and you want to a brushed look, simple thing you can do at home. Yeah, I wouldn't do it on anything too expensive, but if you've got a watch that you're not too worried about, and you just want that brushed stainless steel look, then yeah, why not? Go ahead. If the watch isn't too expensive, this is a £23 Addiesdive I bought off the Black Friday deal a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I was quite happy to do it on that. It's not a big deal, is it? I'm really pleased with the result. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to see more watch related content. As I said, there is the unboxing review that I did of this watch. Many other videos I've got of vintage watches and other newer watches, Pagani design, Invicta, etc. Thank you very much. Take care.